What's it called? What's it called? What's it called? No, he doesn't even know what it's called. What's it called? What's it called?
Favorite animal, go.
Ooh, favorite animal. I mean,
Took too long. Sorry. Answer was wombat. All right.
I mean, like
Favorite pastel color.
favorite. I don't know
Sorry.
what those are. People always go, ooh,
Like the soft
pastel.
ones.
What does that mean?
Lavender. and
Soft?
Mint. Like a light pink and a light green and a
Those are pastels?
yeah.
Oh.
Also, what's your favorite animal? I won't buzz this time.
I don't know. Like
Raccoon. I'm like really
Dude,
horny for you to
this
answer
is
my
how
question.
this is like how people interview politicians, where they're just like,
Yeah.
favorite animal, raccoon.
They're like mouthing the words.
They start the next question before you answer the first one. I love too when they say like they'll just say something really, but they'll act like it's not them saying it. They'll go like, "What do you say
to
to people who think you're a bitch?"
Right.
And you'll be like, well, who said
that?
What do you like? I'll see him do it to Biden all the time. They'll be like, "What do you say to people that think you're an old piece of shit?"
Yeah.
And he'll be like,
there are people in America who claim that your bones are dust.
"Can you show us your bones?"
What do you say to those people that are like, yeah, show me the bones?
When an independent counsel asked to see my bones, I handed them over.
I handed them
over, but Trump hid his bones.
Yeah, can't see Trump's bones. We don't know if his bones are dust. I'll tell you what, they're not bones. Tell you that much. They are not bones.
I don't know.
cheese
I
and the
really
beef.
I wish I could have a pet otter. I've never really interacted with one, so I don't know if I could really say it's my favorite animal, but like I like cats and dogs, you know.
I definitely want a little pet that rubs its hands together, like a raccoon or an otter.
Yeah, that's cute as hell.
That'd be good stuff, dude.
But I don't know. I think a cat is my speed because they're low maintenance, they're soft,
Yeah.
they're a little crazy, but you know, they're not doing that much damage, you know. But dogs, sometimes I'm just like, I know they're man's best friend or whatever, but sometimes you're ever dealing with a dog and you're just like, what?
Oh, yeah.
Why did you do that?
Yeah, or they just get so excited.
Yeah.
So excited that it's like, I don't even know. I can't help you.
Yeah.
There's no amount of dogs love you so much that there's not enough of you.
Yeah.
They're like freaking out. They're like, why aren't there 3 of you?
Well, maybe it's dogs now. That's pretty cool.
Pretty cool.
An animal just full of love. That's pretty
No,
great.
man, I definitely want a little beaver or an otter.
Mm-hmm.
And because I don't care about hanging out with it at all. Give me an animal that I have nothing to do with, that has like its own, let's say it gets its own room and has a little bathtub with water in it. And I can just like look through and I can see it washing its little beard. That's all I want, dude. Using its hand to wash his little face. Maybe my beaver has a husband beaver, and they like hug and they like wash each other's faces in the tub. Come on, man. Man,
I think you just want to watch videos of beavers then, if you don't want to interact with them.
yeah, but I'm not going to be able to
just
I'm not going to get to do this in person unless I own them. I don't think
Yeah.
someone needs to do that. You know, we have.
Can you own a beaver?
I think you can own a beaver. You just got to grab it. I don't think if you have a beaver and you're like, this is my beaver, the government can't take your beaver away.
I think they can do whatever.
No way,
There's
dude.
a lot of animals they won't let you have. I just
What?
don't think they go house to house like, got any beavers in there?
The Tiger King had tigers for fucking years, dude.
That's what I'm saying. Like, but I think it's illegal.
I see.
But I don't know how
I
well
don't think a
enforced.
beaver is illegal. First of all, beavers are not going extinct anytime soon.
How do you know all this beaver shit?
I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Look it up. Are
Dave
beavers
knows his
extinct?
beavers. All right. Are beavers
Are beavers endangered?
are
Yeah,
beavers endangered?
they're definitely not. We would have heard about this.
Let's see.
Dude,
Well, I've
we already
learned
do
that I
moon
can't
news.
spell beavers.
We've got rapper news and moon news. I would like to
How
add.
big it just says not extinct. Not extinct.
I would like to add a segment.
Beavers are making a comeback.
I would like to add a segment on the show, dude, called Beaver News.
Dude, well, I got some beaver news for you right now.
Well, they're making a comeback. I want to hear about it.
How many there are in the United States?
60 million.
Okay, Dave.
Dude, there's 400 million people. Why wouldn't there be a lot
I
of
see
beavers?
people all the time.
Yeah, but you don't live in a river.
I did. I used to.
Wait, how many beavers are there in the United States? I feel like it's got to be in the millions, right? It's not?
It's 6 to 12 million, but
12 million.
How is it 6 to 12? So the margin of error is 6 million?
Well, they only do a beaver census every 10 years. They got to have a guy out there counting the beavers.
I don't know how they even have a guess for how many beavers there are.
Did
Who's
you really
counting the
think
beavers?
60 million? Because I mean,
60 million is a lot of beavers.
400 million is a lot of people.
Did I tell you about how many millionaires there are?
How many millionaires are there?
Guess how many millionaires there are in America.
60 million. No, sorry.
Because there's 2,000 billionaires like on Earth or something.
Right. And millionaires, it's like, but they're still the 1%. Or are they not anymore? Millionaires.
I mean, these sound like clues, Dave. I'm just asking you to guess.
I see. 2 million millionaires.
24 million millionaires.
Holy
in
shit,
America,
dude.
That's a lot of millionaires.
Whoa. No wonder my life sucks.
Well, then I was like, oh, I could be a millionaire.
Yeah, totally.
I thought it was way more exclusive than that. I guess it's not that hard to
Well,
get
it's
$1
basically
million.
like you have to be a millionaire in order to live safely. Those are just all the
that's a
people
good
that aren't
incentive.
worried.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was like 24 million. Like,
That's a lot.
yeah,
So there were actually like 500 million people in the US now, right?
something like that. Too many.
24 million is 25% of 100 million. So it's 5%. 5% of America is millionaires.
Isn't that weird?
That's
Because you think about
insane.
New York, how many people are here?
3 million, 4 million, something like that. Maybe it's 5 now, 8.
Which is crazy.
I
It's
don't
like 5 times that are millionaires.
Let's look that up real quick.
That doesn't make any sense to me.
How many people live in? Oh yeah, okay. It's 8.5 million live in New York City, and I'll tell you what, they're all millionaires. So,
Man, you know what? I was thinking walking around today. I was like, so if you go through a breakup in New York, your ex, they're still within earshot of you for the rest of both your lives.
yeah,
You could yell their name.
yeah,
They're like, they live 80 yards away.
yeah, totally.
It's crazy to me how everyone's just packed in,
yeah.
you know?
I mean, yeah, we're packed in. It's great though, man.
It is great. I feel like a breakup
New
here
York
would
City,
suck.
highest concentration of millionaires in the U.S.
Whoa, how many?
New York City, the Bay Area, Los Angeles, Chicago, and Boston. See Boston? Relax.
Yeah, they're all rich and pissed.
Yeah, totally. Well, you making fun of me? You calling me? You think I'm not a millionaire?
Yeah, they're all mad they're not billionaires.
The number 1 is New York City. I don't have a number. Number 2 in the world is Tokyo. Number 3 is San Francisco.
Really?
Crazy.
That's wild.
Damn, that's fucked up. I don't really like that very much.
So you could mug someone in New York and get $1 million.
Yeah, they do have to carry it with them at all times.
That was the law.
Yeah.
You can make as much as you want.
It's a cash only city. That's the one thing about. That's why all our apartments are so big. Is we need a big safe they're so small. I mean, because most of the square footage is taken up by our safe in the back.
Yeah. I wonder how much cash, in Breaking Bad when he lays on that pile of cash,
Mm-hmm.
it's like the size of a bed.
Mm-hmm.
How much is that, you think? How much
$10
money is that?
Yeah, I don't know, man. If a couple million, probably. I don't know.
Because sometimes I'll be watching a movie and I'll watch someone rob a bank,
Mm-hmm.
and then they'll have like a stack of $10,000. It's like that big. It's
I
like
know,
not
it's
big at
little.
all.
Well,
You're
I'll
like,
bet you
"That's
what he did with that
10,000?"
bed, though, is that he made a bed of ones and then he very carefully covered it with the only hundreds he had. Just to make. So he had like $10,000 in hundreds.
Why
And he
not
was
just
like,
have counterfeit money at that point? Who cares if you just want a
Yeah.
bed of money?
That's another thing that's like a big difference between our generation, my parents' generation. My dad, he was in the Navy, and he's very much. I would say I'm a pretty moral person. I want to be good to people. So are you.
Yeah.
And most people we know and are friends with want to accept and take care of people in general, right? And I would say that my parents are the same. They want that. but they think that part of being moral is doing your taxes and like following the rules of the government.
Right.
And I think that stealing from Target is good. You know what I mean? And I think cheating on your taxes is good.
Right.
And that you're doing the right thing.
It is crazy that I wonder what percentage of people do cheat on their taxes because they are hard.
Dude, and I
time
don't.
consuming.
I will also say I don't cheat on my taxes, and it's because I'm 41 and I don't have the time to get in trouble.
Right.
I didn't do my taxes for the first time until I was like 26 or something.
Right.
And I did them all. And I was like, oh, God. Well, this is why I didn't do them.
Yeah.
It sucked. All of it sucked. I was like, I should start being like a regular citizen and not. But now.
Right.
Yeah. But when people don't do it, I'm like, good for you. Fuck it.
Well, it's interesting because if you're poor and you don't do your taxes, it doesn't matter.
Sure.
But they only, you never hear about them being like, we just audited 1,000 people who made $3,000 in 2013.
I guess I should also say I am not talking about rich people. Rich people better fucking do their taxes.
Right.
And
Well, they
else you
have to because they'll like take it. Right?
Yeah. And rightfully so.
Yeah.
And you know what else you should do if you're really rich? You should just donate a lot of your money to the fucking government so they can give it to us.
Give it to me. Like, give it to a random person. That'd be fun.
Yeah, totally. Or just like, is there any way to get millionaires and billionaires to just like make healthcare free? Could they just like without anyone's permission, just like create another healthcare system that we could sign up for that wasn't the government? That would be great.
Well, they would, but they would make it a for-profit. I mean, you know what I mean? Like they gotta.
No, I know they're all like evil bastards. Evil bastards that I hate so much.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what they're doing. I can't imagine having like I go to the Forbes billionaire list sometimes, and sometimes I'll look at it. You're not on there.
Damn,
not yet. But there's some of them are 19 years old.
Oh God, I know.
And it's always something like there's a lot of 19-year-old billionaires who just run a sunglasses company or like a glass. It's always like eyeglasses.
What?
Because I think you can make glasses for 75 cents and sell them for $500.
Oh my God.
So there's 19-year-old like glasses billionaires on there, which is pretty funny.
It is funny.
But my favorite thing is to look at how much money they will lose in a day. So sometimes I'll look at it and they'll be like, Jeff Bezos lost $100 billion today.
Holy
He's
shit.
down $100 billion. And then you'll see like one of the sunglasses billionaires made like 10 billion. You're like, it's just crazy to think about losing that much money.
Wow. Yeah. The GDP of like more than the GDP of most countries.
It's crazy. And it's like, how do we really know that they lost 100 billion?
I know. Well, that's the other thing.
What are we
right?
doing?
Is it's all just like numbers. Like, what does that mean? Like in the stock market,
I don't know.
Their stock went down. They didn't like lose money from not selling enough DVDs or whatever.
DVDs.
I don't know, dude. Yeah, you're right. That was a horrible example. Whatever. Fine. Air conditioners. Anything you could imagine buying.
Yeah.
They didn't sell enough of that day. Fruit roll-ups. Just like none of kids are buying fruit roll-ups on Amazon today, and Jeff Bezos is fucking pissed.
Right.
Dude, he's not going to be able to buy a big fucking garage for his mansion. Because of this.
I wonder what his goals are at this point.
I also think that he should still run that company out of his garage and just keep getting a bigger garage.
A garage with a hot tub in it.
Yeah, where he just like tortures all his employees. Yeah, of course they're having miscarriages. They live in my house.
Everybody has to live. That's his goal. Is the whole world is his house.
Lives in his house.
Everyone on Earth lives in my house.
Yeah, man. That's why I go to space. I got to get away from my family.
He's gonna put a roof on the whole world.
Yeah, put a roof on space. That's my goal. SpaceX is trying to live in space. I'm trying to put a roof on it.
He can't possibly have any actual goals at this point, right?
No, his goals are stupid. They're like, I want to go to space.
But didn't he already go?
Yeah.
What are you gonna go? What are you gonna do now?
I want to go up there and I want to sell space. I want to sell space to people on the internet.
He just carves a QR code into the moon. Point your phone at the sky
Dude,
and order one of those
It
Amazon
sucks
Echoes.
that this might happen. It really sucks that this might happen.
Because that side is always facing us.
Yeah, dude.
So it could be a QR code.
It could be a QR code. Wow, dude. You
Yeah.
just hold your phone up to the moon and it's like $10 off Frank's Red Hot. Nightmare, dude.
Everybody point your phone at the moon.
Point your phone to the moon like, ooh, Death Cab for Cutie is playing at Forest Park. That's crazy. Oh, God damn it, dude.
Oh, that's just like, that's just the number one thing. Like, I got the moon QR code, dude. I got it for 30 minutes.
Yeah,
Point your phones at the moon.
Yeah, dude. Everybody who points their phone at the moon gets to see my dick for half an hour today, dude. Yo, dude. Moms in India are seeing my balls today.
Oh, then people are like, I don't even
hate
point my
now.
phone at the moon anymore, dude. It's all
Yeah, dude.
it's all OnlyFans ads. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, dude.
I used to like the moon. Now when
You
kids hear the
know what I'm doing? I'm back to jerking off to porn. Someday someone's going to say that. Yo, oh shit, you're going to love this. My buddy Justin called me,
Yeah.
and he's like one of my friends. I'm sure you have these friends too, who like loves stand-up and is not a stand-up, respects it a lot and has like a lot of thoughts and ideas on it, but is like, I'm not a stand-up. So if I have a thought, I'm going to tell Dave, and he's a comedian.
right.
Maybe he can do something with it. And he was like, yo, dude, so I did the like, he like did like virtual reality porn.
Oh no. That's
like
no good.
and but it was like an AI one, so it's like
no.
yeah, it's like you're like immersed in this situation, and he was telling me like it's like you really feel like you're there, and yeah, it's really bad, and it's going to ruin sex for everybody. But he was saying like the weirdest thing is you are a person and you feel like you are in the body of a person.
Right.
And so like you can like imagine that you're getting your dick sucked. Like he said he was like watching a blowjob.
Wait, and it hears your brain?
No.
It knows what you
No, what
think
I'm saying
want?
is like I know I'm leading into saying something else.
Oh, okay.
So it didn't fuck with his head, the concept of him getting a blowjob, right?
Yeah.
But he would like move his feet, but the guy's feet that were his in the virtual reality wouldn't move when he did that, and that like drove him insane. Because like it feels like
One star.
my feet don't move when I move my feet. No, but like I get it, dude. It's like gotta be kind of, you're like immersed in this and you feel like it's real, but then like you move your body and it doesn't respond visually in the same way. It's just kind of like damaging to your psyche a little bit, maybe.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Just go fuck somebody.
I know, totally. Just go.
Use the actual dick you have.
Well, so the thing is that I think people that have had sex before this existed are going to be fine, because there's no way it's as good. Maybe at some point they will make it so good that it feels real, and that'll be a whole other problem. But I'm worried about people that have never had sex and find this, or like, and they're just like, I'll just do this.
It's going to be, I feel like there's no way this is going to like be why, like, because one day it's going to be like really cheap and prevalent. One day very soon. I just don't see how anyone's going to be like, the percentage of dudes that are going to be late to work is going to skyrocket.
The percentage of dudes with like an Apple Vision Pro just having sex in their cubicle, it's going to be like everyone, dude.
I just, we need to, I don't know. I don't even know, like, you don't want to be like banning stuff, but in my head, I'm just like, I feel like women are going to be pissed about, like straight women are going to be so pissed because erections are going to plummet. If you've been jerking off to Apple Vision Pro AI porn since you were 9.
Yeah. No,
Your
that's
dick's
already
not gonna
happening.
work.
That's already happening. You have, yeah. I mean, you have this idea about sex that it's going to be this person that was like crafted by a computer to look exactly the way that your brain wants its synapses to fire. And then when a real woman isn't exactly that, you're like let down in some way. But I think the other way that it's really going to suck is like ways they won't, like people won't even notice. They're just like someone who is able, because I think that the thing that's going to kill us all with AI is when AI figures out how to make us all feel accepted.
Yeah.
When an AI learns like,
oh no,
what to say to a man to make him feel loved, then it's like over for everybody. Everyone's gonna be in love with a robot.
Yeah.
Because we're all like such like destroyed,
and we're gonna
hurt
sound
animals.
like old conservative. They'll be like, you don't think we should be able to download heroin?
Right,
it's like,
exactly.
no.
Yeah, totally.
I don't think so.
But like, and people are going to be thinking things, maybe not comfortable saying it, but thinking things like, I mean, a real woman has never like heard me to this degree. People are just, like a robot can just be programmed to like know how you feel. Ugh.
Oh, I know.
And then like everyone,
men will literally fall in love with a robot instead of going to therapy. That's what it's going to be. You're going to be able to like sometimes if you're like listening to our podcast and you're like, that episode was okay. The AI is going to be able to do what's it called, right?
Yeah.
I hope not. I shouldn't have said that.
Dude, get me out of here, dude. This shit fucking sucks.
They have to like put some limits on it, right? It seems like they should.
It is, I don't know. Yeah, it's really worrisome. And I do think that even this conversation is making us sound old. I think young people are probably like, what are you worried about? But like, really, I don't know. This is like how my parents won't like sign up for things if they have to give their social security number. And I'm like, you're insane. You have to give people your social security number sometimes. I think this is our like, maybe it'll be fine and we're just going to have to roll with it and the world will be okay and we're fucking old. But I don't think so.
Well, the world's not okay now. AI is not going to make it great, right? It'll suck, but suck plus AI. And AI will suck at the same percentage of anything else, right? I just, like, remember when we were at Shake Shack and I was trying to get the beers?
Yeah.
And I'm in the line trying to get them from a person because whenever you, like, it's the same thing at the store. When
we
you're
ordered
like,
at this mayhem fucking Shake Shack with too many people in it right near Barclays Center in Brooklyn. And we ordered a beer and it literally took an hour for 2 beers to come.
Right.
And if we could have just asked a person.
Right. Because they're like, go to the kiosk and order the beer. And then once it says, then you got to get a person to come to the kiosk to tell you can have a beer.
Because you're 21.
And then it goes to another machine. And then you wait for a person to look at the machine and get the beer. And it's just like in the old days, it was, I want a beer. They would pour you the beer. You'd have a beer in 5 seconds.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, the AI, like, is the AI going to know I'm over 21? Do I have to show my ID to the AI?
Yeah.
I don't know. I just like, I don't see what's so bad about a person with a job.
Right.
I don't want to be, I like a bartender cleaning a glass and having a little attitude. And it's like,
and empathy is like an important thing. Yeah. That we all need to be able to relate to each other on a regular basis.
This one's on me.
Well, also,
I want a bartender there.
Also, AI so far has been used to make paintings and cum. It's like used to, you know what I mean? It's like not doing. Did we need more art? I thought humans making art, like we were doing that in order to express ourselves and like help each other through the pain of the world. And we like gave that to robots. And now, like sex, another thing that is like a relief valve in the world is like being given to robots.
And it's the only two like the most human things is art and sex, right?
Yeah,
we're giving that to robots. It's like, what are we doing?
And golf,
golf
is human.
But why? You know how a lot of artists are worth more once they die. You know, that's when they're really appreciated.
Yeah, like me.
That doesn't happen with AI unless we get rid of AI, right?
Yeah. I do feel like, I don't know, dude. That George Carlin thing was so fucking weird.
I still haven't seen it yet.
It did come out, like those guys said that they wrote that and gave it to the AI. So maybe it's like not as worrisome, but I don't know. Anyway.
I don't know. It's like, what if we because if we don't outlaw AI, couldn't AI like pass a law and then we're just like, shit.
No, it's not like that. It's not like the Terminator. It's still a thing that we
what if they
control.
did?
Well, I mean, I think when you have to be worried is when there's like an AI senator. If we get to a place where like people are voting, and also at this point, dude, I would vote for AI over Joe Biden
That's how it
and
starts.
Donald Trump.
That's
You're
how
right.
it starts.
You're right.
Then we got AI senator, AI president.
Dude, if an AI came out and was like, it makes the most sense to have universal health care and let everyone go to college and to stop spending
That's
so
when
much
it
on
would stop.
defense.
That's when it would stop.
You're right.
People would
Republicans
kill
be like,
it.
Give me a break.
They would nuke the AI like command center
Chat GPT just explodes.
because there's servers somewhere that's like, and then they would just be like, AI's done. It wanted
Just like,
it
it's
wanted to
literally not even us.
stop the war.
Russia shoots nuclear weapons at Cupertino, California.
Tell that AI, just leave the porn part. Shut the fuck up.
Oh man, dude, AI president. He's like, he doesn't know nothing about the world, but his art sucks. He's a lot like George W. Bush in that way.
I think it might be more likely that the first is an AI first lady.
It'll be an AI woman.
Yeah.
Why would AI have a gender?
No, I think it's going to be a man who's
Oh,
like, I married a
see.
robot.
You're right. You're so right. Just like, yeah, exactly. The president in 50 years
Yeah.
that is 8 years old right now will have his first sexual experience in a virtual reality box.
Yeah.
And he's like, why don't my feet move? And then gets over it because he's a kid. Yeah,
Yeah.
and marries that computer.
He marries a computer and the computer like helps on his campaign and stuff.
And then, yeah, there's all these young kids that are just like, oh, it's just so inspiring that the first computer is in the White House right now.
What if DeSantis was that? What if DeSantis was an AI candidate? It just didn't work. 'Cause he's like, in Florida, where woke goes to die. And everybody's like, this blows.
I never considered that AI might be stupid.
Yeah, because people are stupid.
People are
and
intelligent life forms.
it can only like go off what we've already done.
Yeah,
So most people are dumb.
How about AS? Artificial stupidity, huh? Huh? Oh, man.
We must end Disney. It's
These
like,
are regular boots. These are people boots that people wear.
That's the new conspiracy I'm starting. In like 50 years, it'll come out. DeSantis never existed. That was all AI.
Oh, God. That would be so great, dude.
I would explain it. I would be less confused. That being a real guy makes no sense.
I know.
Me and my wife, Casey, we love freedom in Florida.
Yeah, that's a good point. Totally. Yes, my hair is always this wet.
Oh, man.
Okay, so Donald Trump
Oh, yeah.
and Joe Biden
Mhm.
fucking rematch, dude.
Oh, that's pretty funny.
Like, really?
It's going to be really funny. Like, it will suck and be terrifying, and I won't
Yeah.
like it. But it will be funny if Trump... It's just really funny that everybody voted for him thinking he wouldn't win the first time.
Yeah.
And then he wins, and everybody's like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
And then, you know, people were like, all right, that's enough of that. Let's get a boring old Democrat in there. And if then people go, let's try Trump again. That's like insane. That's the funniest. If you take away all the danger, it's so funny that people are like,
I don't know. I still feel bad all the time. I'm always afraid and I'm always sad and I don't sleep. I don't know.
It's so funny that like Jenny brings it up sometimes. She'll be like, remember when they announced he won? Because I was in Colorado Springs, but a lot of people were in LA.
I was in LA, yeah.
And she was like, remember people were like dancing at gas stations on
Dude,
top of cars?
Unbelievable.
And she's like, what the fuck?
I was talking to Graham K about this the other day, and he was telling me like in New York City was the same way, Brooklyn.
Yeah.
And I remember because they announced it like 4 days later. If you
Mhm.
remember, it wasn't like the day of the election.
Right. Yeah, it was later.
So I like didn't know that the announcement was coming, and I like hit up Danny Solomon and was like, "Yo, do you want to go get lunch in Silver Lake?" And so I didn't know that it was going to be a fucking party down there, and we went, and it was bizarre because I was with Danny. we're both incredibly liberal people.
Yeah.
We did not want Trump to win. We voted for Biden. And we were walking around, we like went to Sweet Green or something. And I just remember it was completely silent. We were walking, and then we were in Sunset Junction, and people were dancing on cars, like running through the streets, cheering. They had signs, "We love you, Biden," and all this shit. And like, I like get it, I get like the glee that Trump was gone. Like that felt like a big breath of fresh air, but it was also like we were in I'm very serious today for some reason.
Yeah.
I don't know why I keep getting serious, but we were in a city where there were all these there were like so many homeless people. Like we were like 10 feet from,
Right.
You know what I mean? And it felt really bizarre. And I just, Obama had like killed a bunch of people with robots.
Right.
And this is his boy. And there was a pandemic and everything sucked. And it was just like, dude, no, this was like this is good.
It's just weird. It's like people all get that, what do they call it? When you fall in love with your
Stockholm syndrome.
Yes.
Yeah.
I feel like it's like that because it's like the devil shows up to your house and then Harvey Weinstein kills the devil for you. And then everybody's like, man, this Harvey guy.
Yeah, you start doing cartwheels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bill Cosby and Harvey Weinstein show up and kill the devil. And you're like, the devil is dead. And now Bill Cosby and Harvey Weinstein live in your house.
Yeah.
And you're just like, oh, no.
Oh, man. I think I'm going to vote for the devil.
Yeah, and then the devil's like, bringing back the devil.
Dude, I know.
It's like, what are we doing? Why?
Well, also, though, the other reason it's crazy that people were partying and is that like it's never actually that many people changing their mind. Both of those elections were won by the slimmest margin ever. The last one was such a slim margin that it took them days to figure it out. Mm-hmm. and then a bunch of like no-necks ran full speed into Congress because it was not true. I'm going to take a dump in Nancy Pelosi's office because it's not true. I hate it when people lie to me. So I go to their job and I take a shit on their floor. God, dude. I love it when old Democrats are like, that was a dark day in American history. It's like, you know why that was a dark day in American history? Because that was the day that we found out that at Congress, there's no fence. Why isn't there a fence? Dude, if you just invested in one fence, none of this would have happened. Fence and guards.
Or you could have just said, when Trump goes, let's do a big rally on the 6th right next to the Capitol. They could have just been like, no. Nope.
Or, they could have then put up a fence.
Yeah.
They could have been like, I think this might be fence time.
You know what they could have done? Build a big wall and painted Congress on it.
Hell yeah, dude.
Like the Roadrunner.
Yeah, totally. And then right when they got close to it, they could have painted a little hole.
Honestly, I think that's Biden's plan for next time. That's as much as he's thought. Why don't we paint a big hole?
Yeah.
They'll go in.
We'll just run in there.
The painted hole becomes a real hole. Then
you've seen this.
You erase it.
And then we drop a piano on him.
Seen it hundreds of times.
I saw this documentary about this coyote who really knows what he's doing with infrastructure. Jill loves it. She turned me on to it. There's this bird. It's really fast. Oh, he's a fast bird. This bird reminds me of the time my wife got hit by a truck and died. Oh, God damn it. I hate that guy so much. I'm so over it, man.
Oh,
Just
boy.
Anybody at all. I really, really want what happens to be that at the DNC goes bonkers. I was saying this to you at lunch.
Yeah. I hope that would be fun.
There's
People would watch.
People would watch. There's an episode of The West Wing where it's like a later episode, and they like, it was cool. Later on in the show, they like stopped trying to make it believable. And they were just like, let's do everything that's possible to happen in government, but never would happen. And there's an episode where people just start getting nominated on the floor of the DNC, and the delegates have to move around, and they have to, because you can technically do that. The DNC is when they actually decide who is the Democratic nominee for president. They're not like guaranteed
Right.
based on the primaries. They just go, each state goes to the DNC with their primary delegates and
Right.
it's inferred that they're going to vote for that person. But you could hypothetically be like, nope, I'm running now. And I would love that, dude. If
That would be fun.
Gavin Newsom showed up and was like, well, I think I probably have California. And everyone's like, what the fuck? Dude,
It's like a wrestling match.
someone from every state. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, that would be, we ought to start getting this going so that
Really?
the rumors start. That would be so
It'll
fun.
be
I would
so
watch.
sick. And
I
it's
don't think
what
I've ever
should
watched it.
happen.
Yeah.
And Biden should drop out.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Just like, the problem is that every single Democrat sucks and is dumb. That's the thing. It's like, who are you going to put up? They're all like rich, shitty, dumb people who like
Right.
hate poor people, but love gay people.
Right.
As long as
Weird
you're-
mix.
I know, dude. Oh God,
Yeah.
I'm so upset about it all.
No, it is funny. I don't know who's I have a bad feeling that Newsom's going to be the president at some
It
point.
would be better.
Yeah, it would just be he's also frightening to me
Well, yeah,
because he's so good at it.
yeah.
I
He's like
don't-
a big devious
Yeah.
liar. Remember when he was like, he gave that big impassioned speech about sticking with your bubble during COVID in California.
Yeah, yeah.
And then he
Immediately
had like
twice.
he had like a big dinner.
He went again. He went to it blew up. He said he was sorry, and then he went back because the food was so good. He
Dude,
couldn't
how
stop.
great would it be if it was at a rallies?
See, that would have helped if everybody had been like, "Oh, Newsom went to In-N-Out."
Mm-hmm.
Everybody be like, "What a man of the people!" But he went to a restaurant I'd never heard of in my life, and
Yeah.
everybody's like, "You don't know about the French Laundry?" And I'm like, "No,
Yeah, that's right. The
It
French
costs a
Laundry.
lot.
Yeah,
how would I know that shit?"
dude.
It's just really, and it also made me go like, "Oh, so he's not actually," and it made me wonder for a minute. I was like, "Do rich people not get it?"
Not get COVID?
Yeah.
Or like, yeah.
Because he didn't look afraid, and I don't think he got it.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think rich people are afraid of a lot of things that have to do with the doctor.
Right? Yeah, because
They're just kind of like, I'm going to be fine.
yeah.
They do say about Succession, that like season 2 supposedly took place during COVID, and they were like, should they be wearing masks? And then they decided no, because those people would never have to.
Yeah. They have a bubble.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
They're like never around anyone who would touch them, and if they were, those people would get killed.
Dude, one of my favorite all-time presidential facts is that when Chris Christie was in the hospital with a life-threatening case of COVID, that Trump called and said, "You're not going to tell him I gave it to you, are you?"
God, that's awesome.
And he's like wheezing through a tube, and he's like, "No."
Oh my God. Is that true?
Yes. Didn't say how you doing
Oh
or you
my
get better
Lord.
soon. You're not going to tell him I gave it to you, right? Holy shit, that's funny.
Dude,
That's just
I will say this about Trump running against Biden. It is possible now that Trump, it's like known that he's like a criminal in like 40 states or something like that. And he's just like so open. Like there's literally nothing he can do to lose his base. And it's not even a base, it's a block. There's a voting block of Trump voters that just love everything he says.
right.
They're just like, he told me he was going to kill my son. I love it. I love all the stuff he says about killing my son. And man, he came over to my house. He kicked my door in. He broke all my plates. He took a piss on my floor, killed my dog, beat the shit out of my son, stole all my video games. I love it. And they just can't there's nothing. So maybe it'll be like maybe it'll be really funny and he'll lose. That's what I'm hoping for, like he'll just, he already said that they're going to change. Like that clip on the Daily Show is so awesome where he's like, we got to win Pennsylvania. They're going to change the name.
Yeah. What are they going to change it to? What are you talking about?
Yeah.
What's the new name of Pennsylvania and why would that be bad?
Yeah, dude. I mean,
They're going to change it to
Joe Biden. They're going to call it Joe Biden.
LGTB Pennsylvania.
Yeah, dude.
That's what they're going to say.
Yeah. LG. Yeah, and you don't want that. You don't want Pennsylvania to be LGBT. Next, man, that's how Joe Biden is when he wins a state. He names it his name. That's how these Democrats are. Pennsylvania, Joe Biden. Oh, Iowa, Joe Biden. Idaho, Joe Biden.
Oh, it's so funny that it's just weird to me that it's a thing that I'm like, no one wants it, and it's happening.
I know.
And everybody's like, we got to protect our democracy. Well, then why is the thing no one wants happening?
Yeah.
If it's all democratic, the thing everyone doesn't want to happen more than no one wants it, and it's happening.
No,
Why?
it's clearly not a democracy. Yeah. No one. That's such a good point.
I just don't. It's like a weird. It's got to be ranked choice voting, right? That seemed, but is that good?
What do you
That's
mean?
what people always say.
Oh, I see.
So you rank your like top
right.
3 or whatever, and it's weighted. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, also like let people vote on the internet, man. It just can't be. I'm sorry, like it just cannot be less safe than in person.
Right.
There just
Money's on the
cannot
internet.
be-
All my money's on the internet.
Yeah. So you're saying that,
I haven't been to a bank in like 10 years.
and also like I think I've said this before on the show. Like, what are they going to do? Steal the election? They do it every time, according to one of the presidents at least. You know what I mean? Like, if one of the 2 presidential candidates every time is just like fraud, then like, what's the difference? Why don't we?
Well, you're supposed to do it. You know, remember in Little League, or you'd be playing like on the playground as a kid, you know, and someone would lose and they'd be like, it's bullshit. And you're supposed to like kick rocks and like just throw it and then be a little bitch about it.
Yeah.
But you're not supposed to be like, I'm holding an actual different speech on the other side of the field because I won. And then you get everyone who thinks I won come over here and we're going to try and kill the winner.
Yeah.
It's like, what?
We're going to meet next Friday in front of the coach's house. And we're going to run in there.
Right.
And we're going to take a dump in his bathroom.
Because people always say, they go, Hillary didn't like losing. And I'm like, yeah. And they'll go, Al Gore, Hillary, they fucking. I'm like, yeah, but they didn't hold a rally to try and kill the.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? It's very
Also,
different.
Neither did Bush, by the way.
Right.
And he ended up winning, but it wasn't in his hands. And he didn't throw a little hissy fit.
Right. You're supposed to do the old fashioned way. The George W. Bush way is the best way to do it. You get your dad
your rich
and your
dad.
brother.
Yeah.
One's a governor, one's an ex-president. You stack the Supreme Court and get your brother to do a little thing.
Yeah, totally.
That's what you do. You don't hold a coup. Do it the Bush way.
Maybe we should let Florida be a country. You know what I mean? It really feels like all of our problems come from Florida. DeSantis is down there.
Yeah.
Just like move Disney just right over the border into Georgia. You know? Look, this makes sense.
Okay.
I'm saying something that makes sense, and everyone agrees with me. Okay? All right? Listen. I'm a stand-up comedian. I know what I'm
from
talking
Georgia,
about.
so I want if you have Florida, Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, Texas, that's a country.
Oh, God, but then they'll have so many people and money.
Still not
and they
enough,
can attack
though.
us.
They don't get North and South Carolina. They don't get Georgia.
They'll just take it.
They don't get Virginia.
Florida is perfect because like every single person who lives there is stupid, you know? And listen to me, except of course,
Who listens to
Mickey
our
Mouse.
podcast? Okay.
No, yes, obviously there's exceptions to the rule, but aside from the people that I like there,
Right.
no, I just mean like there's always some big thing that has to do with Florida. Whether sometimes it's that the state is split right down the middle on who they're voting for.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's literally that there are tiny pieces of paper caught in the voting machines.
Right.
That one was insane. It's
That
like
is
Florida.
insane.
Come on, dude. That's the main reason I think
There's
it should be
so
on the
many
internet.
old people there.
Totally. And they're so horny.
So many horny
What is the name
olds.
of the
village?
Yeah, the villages.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The horny
highest
olds
concentration of STDs
Crazy.
in the country.
They're just driving golf carts around and fucking each other and choosing the president every time.
Totally, every time.
What a weird power.
Wow, totally. Biden was in the news today telling his young staffers that they have to keep having sex with their wife in order to have a good marriage. And it's like, I don't want to know that Jill and Joe Biden still have sex. This guy that can't count to 10.
That's really nuts if he really is. You know? That's why he's walking funny all the time.
Yeah, that's why he's always out of it. He's just fucking so good. He's always had like a huge orgasm. Just like, whoa, what'd you say? He's eating ice cream like, oh yeah, what? I don't know.
Oh man, we should take a break.
We should really take a break.
Yeah.
What's up, sleepers? What's up, Richard Carnes? Get ready to lay down.
We're
Keep
the
on
Potato
tipping.
Boys.
Fuck Walter Mondale.
We love you.
We love you so much.
Lay it down.
Come see Caleb and I live in
Mm-hmm.
Houston, Texas at the Riot Comedy Festival, April 4th and April 5th, a co-headlining stand-up show and
That's right.
A live episode of What's It Called? And
It's
then
going to be fun.
also, we both have a bunch of touring all around the country throughout the rest of the year, including I'm taping a special June 22nd at the Gutter in Brooklyn, New York. Tickets are not up for that yet, but I will tell you when they are, and you should come.
You should come to New York if you haven't been in a while. It's a great excuse for a trip. Watch
Yeah.
Dave's special.
They got 9/11.
Bring a friend. We got that 9/11. Check me out June 7th and 8th. I'll be at Wiley's Comedy Club in Dayton, Ohio. Haven't been there in a long time. Excited to be back with some new stuff. Come
Hell
hang
yeah,
out.
dude.
Tickets are cheap. You can sit up front. I love you. It's going to be great.
Hell yeah, man. And this week we are renaming Jeff Foxworthy.
Foxworthy, dude.
Oh, by the way, What's It Called? Rodeo is our website. Rate and review us on Apple, Google Podcasts, and Spotify, and patreon.com/What's It Called if you want
That's right.
more of us. Jeff Foxworthy, yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude. I got some names.
He was like my first favorite comedian.
Oh, yeah. When I was a kid, it was like,
I had the You Might Be a Redneck If CD album, and I bought it at a gas station.
mhm.
And then every year my mom would buy me the You Might Be a Redneck If One a Day calendar.
Oh,
The
dude.
tear off calendars.
Yeah, I think, was he one of the first with like national merch?
I think so.
That
Yeah.
was such a smart idea.
Yeah,
I didn't have a Seinfeld calendar,
totally.
you know?
Just
You could buy
cute
like,
little jokes.
he would sell plates and he'd be like, how about redneck mac and cheese?
Yeah,
And it'd
totally.
be like, okay.
Yeah, put
Very
hot
smart.
dogs in it.
Buy about Jeff Foxworthy hot dog.
If you put hot dogs in your spaghetti, you might be a really, really hungry redneck.
Yeah, but he'd be like on the radio in the morning. I'd be going to school and his
Mhm.
jokes would be on the radio.
Totally.
Yeah, he was huge.
He had a sitcom. Yeah. And then he like later in his life got the Blue Collar Comedy Tour and got big again.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, he's so famous.
And now I have a joke about him and I stopped doing it because crowds don't know who he is.
That's crazy.
Like it's almost as a rule, if you're like over 33, you know who he is.
Mhm.
Under 33, don't. Comedians all know who he is.
Right.
But I once asked a crowd in Williamsburg, clap if you know who Jeff Foxworthy is. And the entire left side of the room didn't clap. I was
Wow.
like, wow. Okay.
That's wild.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. What a world.
Have I said this on the show yet? What happened with
the Copperhead.
the Copperhead? I did say
Yeah,
this,
you-
right?
yeah.
Okay.
Crazy
It's like
story.
my
But if you
favorite
haven't heard
story.
it,
If you haven't heard it, Jeff Foxworthy was supposed to do my Sirius XM show, him and Larry the Cable Guy, and I was so excited. Yeah, I thought that I didn't like Larry the Cable Guy, but it turns out all you got to do is do my show.
Yeah.
And I just love you.
I know.
And so they were going to do it, and then they canceled the day before. And the reason was the producer was like, I'm so sorry. Foxworthy's in the hospital. He got bit by a copperhead snake.
Which is
So great, man.
what a crazy.
What an amazing.
Woke up and got bit by a copperhead
Lives in a mansion
and plays
outside Atlanta, I think.
Yeah.
And he just like goes rooting around in the bushes.
Like his daily schedule.
What is a rich
Let's write a
70
couple of jokes, root around in the
Root-
bushes a little
okay.
bit.
We got, I think, honey, can we move my rooting to 1:30? I had it at 11:30, but I want to eat lunch with the kids. All right,
dude.
honey, we can root later. All right.
Yeah, dude.
New names for Jeff Foxworthy. Hit
That's
it, buddy.
right. The dirty preacher from Mudhole City.
Oh, wow. Hell yeah, dude. Redneck, blue collar, white dick.
Funny Bill.
Big old lanky stick bitch.
Tommy Fun.
Racist carrot top.
Republican Seinfeld.
Talented Bill Engvall.
Ricky Mustache, the horse thief.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. NASCAR CK.
The Great Confederate Joke Machine.
Jim Bob Gaffigan.
The Chattahoochee Lampoon.
Skeeter Seinfeld.
My last one is the Dixieland Love Doctor.
I've got you can take Georgia. You can take the man out of Georgia. Wait, hold on. Damn it. You can take the man out of Georgia, but you can't make him shut the fuck up about it. Wow, that was pretty funny. How I stuttered a lot. That was good.
That's how it goes.
I love stuttering.
What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
All right, so our prompt
Yeah, what was the game?
line was, what if Jeff Foxworthy was a serial killer?
Oh, amazing.
That was the
dude.
prompt. We got some fun ones. At Sheeby Carlene said John Wayne Hayseed.
Dude, that's great. John Wayne Hayseed. That's so clever.
Jordan on Discord said Larry the Strangle Guy.
Hell yeah.
And Demira said the Fulton County Penis Thief.
Wow. Amazing.
And I Like Mike Perry said Chuck Lawn Dart. And this is crazy. All right, so Bogdoot on Discord had Shotgun Willie for the 4th week in a row. Which he also had for Longhorn Strip Club,
Oh, yeah.
Chili's by Kids, and If Nirvana Was Dead.
Oh, that's funny.
No, if Nirvana was, I think it was Oasis was dead, and if Nirvana was in the Mafia. So
In the Mafia, yeah.
that's a lot. That's a whole lot.
Yeah.
At Seth Mills said, if your skin is soft enough to wear as a suit of my own horrific creation, you might be a victim. At Dumb Space Bimbo said, BTK, bluegrass, trucks, and killing. And Coda Otan on Discord said, you might be a dead neck.
Okay.
And also threw in, my fiance said, are you deader than a 5th grader?
Yeah.
So shout out to Coda Otan's fiance.
Hell yeah.
Sheeby Carlene said, Jack the Quipper.
Okay. Sure.
And number 1 this week at Seth B. Bennett said, Sudden Jeff.
Whoa.
Sudden Jeff.
Sudden Jeff is great, man.
I can just see his face and like the name on the tabloid.
Whoa.
Sudden Jeff.
Sudden Jeff is a great name for a comic and a great name for a wrestler.
It's great.
Yeah, man.
It's
I wanna
really
be
solid.
Sudden Jeff.
Yeah. So thank y'all for tuning in
You're the best
and subscribing and
fans in the
getting
world.
on the Patreon and coming to
Yeah.
shows.
We love you so much. We hope we see you in Houston. We hope we see you at some shows on the road and in New York City. And we'll see you next week.
Lay it down.
Bye.
What's it